The Project Management Unit is a project-oriented unit within the Directorate of Technical and Infrastructure Services. The unit's function is to implement, among other, municipal infrastructure projects which are funded by the national government and aimed at addressing service delivery backlogs out of the additional budget which is provided for through conditional grants to the municipalities. MIG-funded projects are critical to the overall objectives of municipal projects, as the operating budgets for these projects are not from the municipal coffers, yet they deliver on the fundamental service delivery imperatives for the different communities. Since the 2011-2012 financial year to date, the PMU has been in charge of projects of over 1.3 billion rand, spanning over a number of key focus areas such as community facilities, lighting of public areas, construction of roads, provision of water, construction of hawker stalls, sanitation, and the taxi rank. Patricia Molefe is the Technician Project Coordinator at the Project Management Unit of the Rustenburg Local Municipality. Her role, amongst others, is to ensure the successful implementation of small-scale to mega-sized projects that are funded through the Municipal Infrastructure Grant, including the successful rollout of the sanitation project, where 1,500 houses were provided with flushing toilets in Lithabong and sewer reticulation pipeline of about 4 kilometers, all at a cost of about 71 million rand.
We are in Lithabong, Ward 27. We are currently busy with a project of toilet structures and sewer reticulation, which was approved in 2010. It was through the Department of Sanitation, through the Technical and Infrastructure Department in our municipality. We have currently done 1,500 toilet structures and 15 kilometers of sewer reticulation pipelines. The project is continuing. We are currently doing, on this current financial year, we are doing 359 toilets and 4.1 kilometers of pipeline of sewer reticulation. The project cost was 71 million, which was for 2,500 toilet structures and 21 kilometers of sewer reticulation. This is the current phase that we are doing for the financial year 18-19. We have appointed a contractor, which they are currently busy doing the sewer reticulation of Ward 27. So here's the contractor from Ngomaba Trading.
Okay, ukusothi siphusha iproject ye 2.4 kilometer. Sistarte nge-20 zaka January, izophela around 20 September.
Okay.
Yes, which means siharishe i-subcontract A1 from locally inabantu abawu7, then locally community abasebenza under i-main contract bawu10, church all in all bawu17. Siyaphusha just problem just mitana nayo amatshe kule ndawo, but based ku community at this moment asina problem. Sisebenza kahle.
In Katsima, a successful project of internal road construction has materialized through another cash injection from the MIG-funded projects at a cost of 130 million rand.
We are in Katsima village. We are constructing roads and stormwater project, which was funded through funding. The project was approved in 2014. We started the project in June 2014. It's a multi-year project. We received a mega approval of 131 million to construct internal roads in Katsima, which is going to cater for around 28 kilometers of the road. So currently we are busy with a 2.4 kilometer for this financial year. We have previously constructed 9 kilometers of the road. So each and every year the project will be continuing to achieve the 28 kilometers.
In addition to the great work that had been done by the municipality through accessing MIG funds for other critical service delivery programs, the municipality has also opened a new landfill site, which is under the auspices of the Directorate for Community Development. This site is being accessed by hundreds of community members and businesses alike for purposes of waste disposal. The size of the new landfill site spans over 100 hectares, which has been in operation since 2015. The site has provided much needed income to those who have found it hard to find formal employment. The people who work on the site on a daily basis sort types of waste into allocated areas, which include plastic, soil, rubble disposal pit, stormwater pond, and the public drop-off facility for general waste. To manage the landfill site properly, the land being currently used is divided into cells where daily waste is being dropped. The cells will be in use until such time they reach the capacity for use, and new cells for waste disposal will be established elsewhere. The new established landfill site was brought to life after an application of MIG worth 152 million rand was approved in 2013. 2 years later, the site officially opened for operations. Karabo Matsemela is the manager for Rustenburg Local Municipality's waste management services at the landfill site. He tells us more about the facility and how it came to life.
My name is Karabo Matsemela. I'm the landfill sites manager from Waste Management Unit. Initially, we used to be having a landfill site called Townlands Landfill Site, which was in operation since 1983, but then it reached its lifespan in 2006. That's when we started to look around for a place suitable for landfill site city, and then this is the place that which we have found as a suitable place to consider the landfill site. We then made an application of a license, because a facility of this nature needs to be licensed in as far as Waste Management Act is concerned. We therefore made an application for license in 2012. Upon the receival of the license, the permit or license conditions, we then made an application to Project Management Unit so that it can help in terms of having to fund the project to construct, to design and construct the site for us. The whole facility is 107 hectares, but we are now operating only on a 40% of the 107 hectares. We are having 4 phases in when they were designing this site, but now we are only operating on 2 phases. The first phase is where we are now, wherein we are having two general landfills, 2 general cells, wherein we are accepting general waste on them. On top of that, we are even having a rubble disposal pit. We are having stormwater pond, leachate pond, and then we are having the public drop-off facility on my left-hand side. This is our weigh bridge office, wherein we are weighing cars which are coming in and out. So this is our first phase, and then the second phase in the design is with the third and the fourth cell of general waste, which is still going to be commissioned after these 2 initial cells have reached these capacities. We are only accepting general waste, and per month, depending on the seasons, because the generations and the disposal of waste is dependent on the seasons. So averagely per month, we are receiving about between 4,000 and 6,000 tons of waste. Waste management services, it's a core mandate of the municipality. Therefore, it's most of the waste which is being brought on the site is being collected by the municipality or the contractor who's contracted by the municipality to do that service. But again, there are other people who are doing waste management services on their own. For an example, waste which is coming from industries, waste which is coming from the mines, and other people taking their waste from their local homes to the site. But the main thing in terms of making a living, other people to generate or to make living out of it, it's when the waste is already on site, because we are having a total number of about 380 to 400 informal reclaimers on site who are doing informal reclamation and sorting of waste on site. And averagely, these people who are doing that, they are making between 2,000 and 4,000 per month who are doing this informal reclamation of waste. And again, they are having people who support them in terms of buying the reclaimed materials from them, of which those we can consider them to be formal recyclers who are coming on site to come and collect or buy the material from these people. On a daily basis, we receive waste. The waste is being disposed of at a place called working phase, or it's a disposal area wherein we dispose of waste every day. Upon the arrival of this waste on that particular cell, then these reclaimers, they do physical reclamation of waste in the plastic bags, taking whatever valuable material which is there, either being plastic, cardbox, bottles, metals, and whatever fuel. Those that which they have value, they see that they can sell this thing or recycle them. So that's the whole process of reclamation activity which is taking place. After doing that, then they separate the waste into big bags. We are having a big bags which you can see at the back there. So they put this thing in the big bags and then they weigh them to the formal recyclers and they sell it to formal recyclers in the exchange of money at the market related value.
We received a request from Waste Department, which is through our Community Development Department, and then we then applied for a funding through MIC, which is Municipal Infrastructure Grant. After the Waste Department had done all the due process in acquiring the license on doing everything the EIA, we then applied for a funding which we received of 152 million. We started construction in January 2013. We completed the project in 2015 June. We then handed over for operation to the Waste Department unit in July 2015.